Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes. A rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Had to throw before he wanted.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Still running at the 40. Makes a stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. And we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's going to fire deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Adams. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. The 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. He's got it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
To the air on second down. Got a man in the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The UConn offense and defense have complemented themselves very nicely today, and this fan base always travels well. All of those factors could equal a big-time road win. They're trailing by just 4 to UConn. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Hayes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hayes.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back for the defense. They were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to the back, fighting off the defender. There he goes! And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. Gets away from one. He's got space. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them. And
fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off the scoreboard.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. He's loose on the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and the end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim's still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they...
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, the ground game. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting... Defense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Buys a little time. The throw. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Right on the money. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Turning it on! Got him up for the first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last strike.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it. They're throwing the football if they want to win this game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. On the ground, it's Hayes. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got him down. Same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job of creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a fourth down decision to be made by this offense. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We gotta get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right.
Pick off to stop the threat.
Defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Adams. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Finds his tight end. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get two hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drive.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hayes. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Power football with the run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Under fire. A little screen to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make this thing even more special.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Release to the back. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 40, the 30. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone, and boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone opportunity.
And the Buckeyes will try to run out the clock in this final minute. With the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Oh, they blocked the extra point.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
This time on target. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense